What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm coming at you with another member voted on video. So for those of you who don't know, I have channel memberships, and every tier gets to vote on content from week to week to, watch what they want to watch, basically. And I create the content that they vote the most on. And this one in particular was one of the two most voted on for this past week's poll. So we are going to be talking about 10 fresh fragrances that are just built for the summer outdoors. These are the kind of fragrances I reach for that just work well in outdoor heat. Like, they really need sweat, body temperature, high heat to really push, pump, and just kind of really get the most out of the experience for the way these were, created, and the way they're built, and the way they perform. So I've got 10 of them, variety of price points. We're going to dive into it. Stay tuned. Starting with one that's very affordable. 20 bucks will get you 100 ml. Under 30 bucks you can find 200 mLs. And it's a hype beast in its own right. I just recently got it. It's Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. Very much like a sweeter, fruitier take on Versace Mano Fresh. It's got a lot more going on for it besides just smelling like Mano Fresh. But it's a beautiful, super fresh summer fragrance. Performance is nothing special, but I'll tell you what, it's so bright and airy and mouth-watering type of fruits and citruses and such that it really will work well outside. You get your skin heating up on this one. I can see this one working really well outdoors in the summer. Like, there's been hype for this one over the years. A, because it's super cheap and smells great, but it's on the weaker side of performance. Typically, the ones that are weaker and fresher do better in high heat settings outdoors. Whether you're going to your kid's ball game outdoors, you're heading to the beach, you're doing something poolside, the cookouts, you name it. If you're doing something outdoors, typically in the summertime, you're going to want something ultra fresh and light, and something like Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction is perfect for that. Bright citron lemon zest with this mineral accord that gives a little bit of a concrete, metallic-ish type of tone. Very aquatic, a little salty at the same time. It's Ralph Lauren's Polo Ultra Blue. This is like the poster child for this video. I think every time I've covered anything with high heat, this has been in it, because it's pretty much what it's best for. Salty lemon zest. I'm telling you, this is such a good fragrance. It's a citron note, but it's like a very zesty and sharp lemon smell. Mouth-watering. My mouth's literally watering from smelling that in the air. Performance, very unappealing and weak if you're in a climate-controlled environment. But boy, you take this one outside. I've gotten in the 5 to 6 hour range in longevity, and it really pumps off the skin when your body heats up. You start sweating, you're warming up, you're doing things. This is like quintessential outdoor summertime. I had to have this one in the video. It's just built for it. Ultra Blue is ultra fresh, is ultra outdoors, I think would be the best way to put it. So if you haven't gotten your nose on this one yet and you do a lot of outdoor activities in the summer, you're going to want to check out Polo Ultra Blue, because it's the best version for the setting. Another one very new to the collection that I'm glad I have a 5-ounce bottle, because it is a weak performer, but it's one of the best bergamot dominant fragrances ever created. It's from Acqua de Parma, Bergamotto de Calabria. So very popular fragrance over the years. You can get a big old bottle. I got a big tester bottle. I mean, you wouldn't know it's a tester. I don't even know if it says tester anywhere on it. It came in a brown tester box. Yeah, it says tester on the sticker on the bottom. Just recently got this in an Acqua de Parma haul. 5-ounce. I paid like 60 some odd dollars for it. 3 hours, maybe 4 if you're lucky, but super bright. Zesty, authentic, photorealistic green citrus. Little bit of greenery here on top of just the obviously dominant bergamot note. But it's as simplistic as it sounds. It's a juicy, mouth-watering, photorealistic green citrus smell. It's that simple, a little clean and musky. Super high heat, outdoors, in the summer. This shines. It's what it's built for. It's what it's best for. It's pretty much the only thing I'm going to wear it for. I'm not wearing this to just lounge around, hang out indoors. I think this suits the situation and the setting perfectly. It had to be in here. There's a lot of fragrances from the house. There's a lot of fragrances in the Blue Mediterranean line that could suit this situation very well, but I think none of them can really outshine Bergamotto di Calabria when it comes to a great outdoor summertime fragrance. It's probably the king of the line for that. Again, that's Acqua di Parma. The Blue Mediterranean line, this is Bergamotto di Calabria. So inoffensive, one of the best shower gel scents to ever come out. Very affordable. You can spray this one super heavy. You can damn near bathe in it. You're not going to offend anybody. You're not going to choke yourself out. It's like a combination of Invictus Aqua meets Cool Water. It's Davidoff Cool Water Wave. This is one of my favorite versions of Cool Water ever made. One of my favorite affordable fragrances of all time. One of the best Cool Water flankers. It goes on and on. Beautiful, spicy Sichuan pepper note. Get this lovely juniper aromatic tinge. It's watery and aquatic. Has a little bit of that blue shower gel type of feel to it, like I was saying. Maybe 4 hours, 5 hours of longevity if you just spray it on skin. Clothes, you'll get a little bit more, but so bright, so easygoing, such an outdoor summertime vibe. This fragrance, built for it. Absolutely built for it. I mean, it's in the name. I don't know if that was the exact intention, but I mean, with the name and the scent profile, you would think they made this for, yes, spray this, go outside. Go play outside. This is a go play outside fragrance. Like I said, whether you're cooking, doing cookouts, hanging by the pool, whatever you're doing. If you're outdoors, it's hot as hell outside, and you want something refreshing, light, airy, and enjoyable that's going to perform its best when put in a high heat situation, that's just screaming Davidoff Cool Water Wave. Now we have a distinctive clone that we're going to talk about next. It's even in the thumbnail. I made the thumbnail before I filmed the video. This is so bright and airy and fresh that it's even better for outdoors in the summer than what it's a clone of. This is Paris Corner's Emir Trillium. Those of you familiar with the Roger Parfum's Elysium Parfum Cologne bottle, you clearly can't mistake this is what it's cloning. But this is 4 hours is all I've ever clocked it at in longevity, an hour of projection, but it's so bright and airy. This is great for running errands, hanging out the shower as a refresher, going to the gym, and outdoors in the heat, because it's so bright and easygoing. Mega, mega fresh. The freshest and most ozonic, airy take I've ever smelled on Elysium's scent DNA. This is built for it. When you don't need the strong performance, when you don't want to overwhelm yourself, but main thing here, the reason these fragrances are on the weaker side is when your body really gets heating up, the fragrances are going to push off of your skin more. They're going to perform better. They're going to wear off your skin faster, but they're going to perform better. They're going to get louder. They're going to be more pronounced. That's why something bright, airy, and on the weaker side of longevity, this kind of freshness, definitely suits these situations really well. This is the one. If I'm going to be in outdoor settings, which I will face a lot of that this summer, I'm reaching for this over Fragrance World Imperium, over Sammy Andrus Blue Sapphire, over insert name of clone here, Alexandria Zion, just Elysium Parfum Cologne itself. I'm reaching for this one because it's so bright and fresh. This is the one that I think suits the outdoor high heat settings the best. It's Paris Corner's Emir Trillium. Now you really could go with this entire line, but I've been really enjoying the original lately. I've been spraying this one on my arm at night. It's basically a more aquatic and fresh take on the Fierce scent profile. Believe it or not, it smells similar to like Aquatic Fierce. It's Tommy Bahama Maritime. The original. Could have went with any of the flankers here. They're all good for the high heat. They're all summer fragrances. They're all built for outdoor activities. But there's just something about this one. It has that fruitiness and that fresh spice that you can relate immediately, unmistakably, it's got tongue twisted, to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. But here, I believe it's Violet Leaf that creates the aquatic accord because it has this watery, oceanic feel. Breezy. It's not a super strong performer. It does stick to the skin. Surprisingly, for an eau de cologne, I get like 6 hours of longevity on my skin, but it's not a real strong projector. After about an hour, it calms down greatly, but it's very bright in that top, and when you add high heat to this one, it really starts pumping off the skin. I think as far as outdoor settings, again, you can use all of them. Insert Maritime flanker here in this place, but I think if I got to just pick one, right now in this moment, I've been enjoying the original the most. So that's the one I'm recommending to you here. You can find them super cheap online. They pop up at discounters. You can get little small bottle sets at places like Nordstrom Rack. These Tommy Bahama fragrances get slept on and underappreciated, and they're some of the best high heat outdoor summertime fragrances a little bit of money can buy. I think you should check this one out, especially if you want fresh fierce. You want Tommy Bahama Maritime. Now, all of the CK1 summer flankers can do this because they're so bright and fresh. They're 2 to 3 hours at best, but they have that invigorating citrus, watery freshness, that sharpness that you're looking for to cool down in the high heat. And the easiest one to find for a good price right now would be last year's release, which is the 2022 summer flanker, CK1 Summer Daze. The orange is a fitting color because it's based around a kumquat note. This is lovely. Arguably the best one they've put out in years. I have 2014, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and I will have Reflections, which is the newest one, at some point. I've heard it's really good. You can't go wrong with any of these. This is just like with the Maritime line. Insert CK1 Summer Flanker here, and you're good to go. They are summer flankers. They're built for the outdoors. You're not going to get much out of them. If you're just wearing them to the office in a climate-controlled environment, it's abysmal performance for what you're looking for that setting and situation. But boy, you start taking it outdoors, the cookouts, the beach, all these different things we've talked about throughout the videos. That's what this is for. Bright, beautiful, juicy kumquat. It's a strange, fresh yet sweet type of fruity note that's very distinctive when used in fragrances, and here it dominates the scent profile. A little bit of clean musk, but still very sharp and invigorating. Such a bright fragrance. Beautiful stuff. You can find it for around 20 bucks too. CK1 Summer Daze. If you could encapsulate such an authentic, bright, airy sea breeze smell, I think Bon Parfumeur would be your best bet with number 801. Bright sea spray, light citrus, a little bit of wood, but very airy, fresh, decent performer, 6 to 8 hour range, believe it or not. Authentic, photorealistic, being out in the boat fishing in the salt water, Gulf of Mexico, wherever, salt water, it's just fresh. The waves crashing against the boat because it's a little rough, and just that smell in the air. This encapsulates it. This is a great outdoor summertime fragrance that actually has pretty good performance and is one of the better quality fragrances in this video because it is a French niche house. They use quality sourced materials. This is beautiful. Like I said, sea spray. Think sea spray. You get that mist in the air. This replicates it almost to a T. Like it immediately thinks of me of fishing fishing in the Gulf, down in Grand Isle, down in Dularge, Dulac, out of the marina, just from South Louisiana. You know the places I'm talking about. It puts me there mentally when I smell, every time I smell this fragrance. I had to have this one in the video. If you only try one fresh fragrance from Bon Parfumeur, and you do a lot of stuff outdoors in the summer, make sure it's number 801. A Ross Dress for Less cheapy darling. I don't know when the last time I went to Ross Dress for Less, any location, and they didn't at least have a 1 ounce bottle of this. It's affordable. You can get it for around 20 bucks for 100 ml. Paris Hilton For Men. Cucumber, watery. It's got a mountain air note, which I don't know how realistic that is, but it does have a breeziness, a bright, airy feel to the scent profile, so I guess it's doing its job. A little fruity, but not super sweet. A little bit of woods here, but it's overall just watery, citrus, fresh, bright and airy. Not a strong performer. This is like a 3 or 4 hour fragrance on skin. You can spray it heavy. It does so well outdoors, and it's abundant. It's so easy to find. You don't have to buy it on the internet. Just run to your local Ross Dress for Less. Burlington carries them as well. Burlington Coat Factory, Ross Dress for Less are the biggest, most predominant suspects to find different bottle sizes super cheap for this fragrance. It's not spectacular. It's not the most special fragrance in this video, but believe it or not, it doesn't smell exactly like any of these other fresh fragrances. It has a little bit of its own thing going on here, and it's just super enjoyable. People may not think to go after it because it's a Paris Hilton fragrance, and I mean, people are easy to write off celebrity fragrances, but I'll tell you what, for 20 bucks, you can get a big bottle, you can spray it heavy, and I can almost guarantee you're going to enjoy the way this smells, and it's going to shine outdoors in the high heat because it's bright. It's as bright and airy as they come. It's Paris Hilton For Men. Last but not least, This is the highest quality fragrance in this video besides 2 others. This goes up there with your Acqua de Parma. This goes up there with Bon Parfumeur. Some of the highest quality sourced oils out there. This is a sweet orange, bright lime type of smell with some incense and amber. This really takes over your airspace when heat is introduced. It is Zaharoff Signature Citrine. This can become a sillage monster in the heat, in my experience. I get maybe an hour projection when I wear it indoors. It sticks to my skin pretty well, 6 or 7 hours. I get, decent, pretty good longevity with it. But if you want an immense sillage, you want this stuff to pump off the skin, wear this bad boy outdoors. That opening is so beautiful. It's a watery citrus, sweet orange, clementine dominant, which has a lime type of smell to it. So it's lime, sweet orange combination at the top. A little bit of woods going on here, some resins. Like I said, it's a little smoky off of my skin because of the incense note, the olibanum. Woodsy sea amber adds a little bit of this salty accord to it without making it all that aquatic in the dry down. And very musky. Like I said, a very clean, musky tone here. Top quality stuff, gentleman's freshy, if you will. But you introduce high heat to this one, and it's going to take over your airspace. I'm telling you, this is some good stuff. Try this before it's no longer available in America. Zaharoff Signature Citrine. Well, that's the 10 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. Of these 10, what have you tried? What have you gotten your nose on? What's in your collection? Or, better yet, did any of this spark your interest? I'll try to have links to everything down below as best I can for any of you on the hunt for any of these. And thank you to all the members for voting on this one. This was kind of a fun topic to make for me personally. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of the ones I featured in this video and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Especially if you do a lot of outdoor activities or you're just a freshy type of guy. Have a good one.